How are we all, legends? Just having a bit of a play around. You know I always struggle at the start of all of this. So, in the meantime, let's get my Patreon superstars going. How are you all? Alrighty, I'm live, I'm up and about. Look at my Patreon, 50 cents a week. And you become an absolute banger. That's all it is, and I've got 22 dead set legends that are supporting the Aussie Armwrestler, and everything just pumps back into the channel. Absolutely loving life and loving all of you. Let me know how the audio is going. I've got a little bit of a different setup today. I'm in my garage. I've got some things set up. Got an arm wrestling table right here next to me. It is happening. Reeeeeady BANG! Welcome to the #1 arm wrestling live stream in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie Armwrestler. Dun 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 dun. And always I am your Melbourne Cup 2019 left arm 80 to 95 kilo third place getter, the most sought after trophy in the arm wrestling world. How good is this and how good are you? Good to see people tuning in, coming in and having a laugh. Got a lot to talk about in the arm wrestling world. So much is happening and I am pumped. I am up and about and I'm excited to have you legends hang around and have a chat with me. Good to see people at the moment cooking dumplings and noodles while watching you live. Can life get any better? How good is this? Alrighty, everyone coming in, going ready bang. Absolutely love it, guys. The arm wrestling world, we're just in a really good purple patch at the moment. We are up and about, loving it. Just with everything that is going on, and we'll get to the nitty gritty stuff in a minute. Just love you all. The time is a bit different today, where I usually go Friday night your time all over the world, but I know it's Saturday now because I'm back working full time with everything that's going on here. I'm back, so I had to work Saturday, so I couldn't do a live stream and couldn't do it while I was at work. We're a bit shit. But bang! I still have to do a weekly live show because I'm just excited and love chatting to every one of you dead set legends. But how exciting was Chad Shaw, the big legend, that colourful t-shirt wearing mother fluffer, the big unit who's just putting on more and more weight. Loving it. He's over there in Dubai. If you don't know, and he's been training with Larry, and he's going to he gets on the table with Levan. I mean, look at that picture there. Levan in the background. And he is far away in the background and looks bigger than all the units out there. It's ridiculous. Go to Larry Wheels' channel. I'll probably do a little bit of a commentary on this one over the next couple of days. I won't do it straight away because I want it all. People, let me just have a quick look in the chat. This is Teensy Echo. Yeah, because I'm in my... There's an echo because I'm in my garage and things like that. So just seeing how this goes, and I've got the microphone over there. We got Bang, Mrs. Aussie Armwrestler in the house. John Stone drinking beer and watching as we speak. You champion. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, Chance's over there at the moment. He's in Dubai having a bit of a play around, and it's good. And the one thing I love about this, you know, even Adam Silver said, Aussie Armwrestler, the door is always open for you to come over and have a play around with us. And that is something that I greatly appreciate. And as soon as I can organise the opportunity with Mrs. Aussie Armwrestler and some other things, because I tell you, there's some big news happening in the Aussie Armwrestlers world, some fun stuff. But soon as some things settle down, we'll go over there. Not sure when, but it will happen. So we're up and about. So Larry is just letting people come over. He's got it all chugging along and helping the arm wrestling world, and I love it. It's so good because it just helps everyone else. You know, Chan Shaw's going to get a couple of thousand extra subscribers for it. It's going to build his profile, and Larry just loves learning. That's the one thing. He's really got a mature head on his shoulders. Because he could just come over and go, well, I'm almost at 2 million subs. I don't have to listen to you guys. I'm massive. But every time someone comes over, regardless where they sit on that pecking order, which we'll get to a little bit later on, this pecking order garbage is annoying me. But we'll get to that a little bit later on. So, but he listens and he learns and takes everything. Like even after a couple of pulls, he's saying how his pronation is super weak. And during the video, he has a few right-hand hits with Chance. And then as soon as Levan goes, that's enough, he stops. He doesn't sit there and go, oh, one more, or it doesn't really matter, I'm not going to listen to you. He is really taking in what everyone is saying. It's awesome. It's so good the way he's going about it, so really appreciate that. But is Larry Wheels the real deal now? Now, if you have a look, of course, it's only practice and it's training, and they start in a slight curled hook. But Larry is improving. Those wheels are turning and they're getting just that little bit better. They're going all right. And just the way he was able to overpower Chance was pretty good. As soon as he was able to get Chance in a vulnerable position, he was able to just continue on, not panic, continue on, and able to pin Chance multiple times before he got gassed out. So where does that put Larry? I'm not sure. No one knows because it's practice. But from 6 months ago to now, he looks like a completely different arm wrestler. I'm not saying he's super elite and things like that, but he is looking good. He's looking so much better. The guy's getting stronger. His forearms are looking bigger. I don't know how this... What is he, 24, 25 or something? I don't know how he just gets bigger and bigger. But it's good. It's good. He's learning, and if you go watch it, just keeps overpowering Chance like 2 or 3 times in a row. I had a quick listen to Chance Shaw's live stream, and good on Chance for going over there. He reckons he got a bit bullied, you know, no, in a fun way, and just probably wasn't expecting so much improvement from Larry Wheels. And then when the big legend just puts the foot on the accelerator, he pinned our colourful shirt-wearing unit. So it was good. Have you guys seen it? You guys in the chat? Have you guys seen that footage yet? Only came out a couple of hours ago. I was watching it while I was having my morning coffee, getting up and about for the live show. So it's, yeah, on Larry Wheels' channel. But I just love watching people go over and have a crack. You know, have a crack, have a go. And Larry keeps training and training and training, and he's sticking with it. And he's becoming a much, you know, he's advancing a lot quicker than some. What do you say? Some of you legends think. Some say, yeah, I like Larry and the guns. What do we got? Maybe Chance ain't as good and hype at it. Look, Chance is pretty good. I think he just got a bit caught off guard. I think if they have a standard ready go, Chance will know where to go and where to hit, but this was a bit of a slow start, so Larry could get into his sweet spot. Chance will know how to make him uncomfortable, you know, make him wear odd socks or something like that on the table, and just get his G-banger all tangled up. So that's just, yeah, but it was good. It was fun. It was interesting, and for me, look, I don't care where Larry sits when it comes to arm wrestling, but I love the trajectory of him just, and he's going, and he's going, and he's going, and it's up to him to see how far he wants to take it. He's doing all the right things. I mean, if you look over the past, 12 months, the people that have gone over to show him tips and tricks and how to do it, it's awesome. And he's like, you know, a sponge, and he's cleaning it all up. He's been awesome. What do you guys think about it all? I want to move on a little bit now. My man, Jordan Davis, the reach around. The Reacher. Armwars is back. And guys, do what you can. There's a new Armwars channel So make sure, so Neil will still have his Neil Pick Up Supernatural Strength. He's going to have that channel, but he's also going to have a separate Armwars channel, and he's got the right people around him. Neil knows exactly what he's doing, and he's already announced some matchups. But of course, being an Aussie, and my mate Jordan Davis, that tall, long streak of duck shit, is up and about ready to take on Stoika Brogdon, who was very impressive at the last Armwars hit out. But Armwars is back. Armwars is probably one of the most influential super series that has, you know, well, it was basically the inventing of the super match format. And for me, Neil Pickup deserves all the accolades. So if you can, go over and subscribe to his new channel. But what do we think of this matchup? My man Jordan Davis is going to go over there and pull Stoika. I mean, it's a pretty cool name. Stoika Brogdon. It's cool to say, it's cool to attack, it's cool to be up and about. So I really enjoy this matchup. I really like it. I hope Jordan puts on just that little bit more weight, but he's been training, he's been keeping quiet. Anytime you see him on a table, he's just destroying people. So that's what we want. And he's an exciting puller. He's up and about. He screams. As you see in that photo, we can see his tonsils. If you come up and look closely, you can go, we can see your tonsils there, Jordan. But, and he's a good dude, deserves a really good opportunity. Well, he's working hard. He's working hard to get the opportunity. Sometimes I hate that word deserve, and we'll get to that a bit later on why. So, yeah, thanks Fox for chucking that in there. Yeah, just go subscribe to his new channel. It's going to be awesome, mate. He's got a real proper media team behind him. So even just the package announcing Armwars looked cool. It looked like an ESPN documentary, you know, 30 for 30 Armwars, bang, and things like that. And when the Aussie Armwrestler can, just like to buy, we'll head over and do my best to get involved with Armwars anyway. Or even just turn up and watch an event because it's going to be cool. Because I just want to fly everywhere and hang out with you legends. But what do you think of this matchup? Have you heard of both of these pullers? And if you have, or even if you haven't, let me know in the comments who you think's going to win this one as I give you the Wiggles finger bang. Who do you think's going to win this one? I think it's going to be huge. Stoika is strong. He's super strong. Loves coming in for the hook. Really just like that. But Jordan loves to just cock it back and just come outside top roll. Because he's about 6'2", 6'3", and just lanky along the levers, just cock about like that, and come outside and hit there. So it's a really interesting matchup, inside versus outside. It's the iPad versus the backyard. It's the way it's going to go. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. What do we think? What do we think this matchup's going to be like? I think it's going to be an absolute rip snorter. I mean, every matchup on the Iron House card's going to be good. I think Neil's already announced 2 matches. I believe this was the second matchup from memory. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. I love the Armwars concept. I just love super matches. I mean, tournaments are great. It gets more people involved. But I'm all about something about a super match. For me, I much prefer. It's going to be... what have we got? People saying Jordan is a machine. Stoika takes it. Yeah. Reacher. Yeah. 50-50 at this stage because it's just 2 dead set superstars having a crack and hitting it up. And I love it. Jordan's just going to come in and he's just going to throw it all on. You know, Stoika's, you know, he lives over there. He's going to get plenty more opportunities and probably more on a regular basis. As you know, Stoika pulled at the last Armwars, which was awesome. That was so cool. But, you know, us here in Australia living on the other side of the world, it takes us forever to get anywhere. Well, you know, we've really got to take opportunities like this when they come to us. And Jordan Davis, no better. He is going to be just, straight into the deep end of the kids' pool. And he'll do really well. He will do really well. And I just can't wait for this matchup. Jordan's feeling good. He's looking good. Kind of. I mean, look at that face. Nah, love you, reach around. And he's going to just fly that Australian flag and have a crack. But good to see. And the one thing I like about it is so far we're 50-50 in the comments about who's going to win this one. And for me, that's enough. You know, so as long as it's a good match, because lately, tangent side, I've been getting a little bit upset. We're having all these super matches. All these super matches. Let me just go back to this. We're having all these super matches, and I don't know what category to put this in. This is a little bit of an Aussie Armwrestler rant. I don't know what category to put this in. Whether it's mismatching, bad promoting, not understanding, I'm not sure. I mean, putting matches together is a hard thing to do. So I give credit to anyone that has a crack at putting matches together. Don't get me wrong before everyone starts getting the comments going, what? Anyway, but too many 3-0s, 4-0s, 6-0s. Too many of them. Too many. If you go back to the whole heat, there's so many super matches. And don't get me wrong, the Aussie Armwrestler has super appreciated I've been able to watch some live matches, some great guys that I love, including the greatest of all time, John Brzenk. That's where I've been like so grateful of all these matches happening. But I think they're just... I think a little bit more research needs to go into it because, I mean, even in the last 3 or 4 months, everything has just about been 3-0 or, or 6-0 or something like that. And you can't have too many of them. You can't. You cannot have too many of them because then it starts to really back down the super matches. I mean, even as far back as Levan versus Dave Chafee, 6-0. John Brzenk's beating everyone 3-0 except for Chance. Chance took the first round off him. On the weekend, 2 matches we're excited about. Mike Allo, Eric Spotto, Cody Merritt, Tony Tomlinson, 3-0, 3-0. What else was there? Justin Bishop, Hill Lodgeston, 3-0. What else? What else could, and so a part of me, I commentated all day in Australian. I love my powerhouse Gold Coast club, but it was 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 6-0, and I think there was a 3-2 match in there, which of course was the most exciting match of the day. But sometimes, if you're putting matches together, it's great. It's great. I'm not discouraging it, but sometimes don't get your ambitions and capabilities mixed up because I'd even chuck a couple of 3-1s in there because I think like they get excited and they're up and about, but then I don't think it does any good for anyone. So for example, Mike Allo wins 3-0. Really comfortably against Eric Spotto. Straight away, the comments are, well, Eric Spotto wasn't ready. It's Eric Spotto's first super match. Mike's too much of a professional for him. But beforehand, we're all excited, and now it just kind of fizzled out. Cody Merritt, great dude, but it was like, oh, well, Cody should win. He's world champion on the left arm. Should have won easy, which he did. And then it's like, we build up, and then, so that's like a bit of a side rant and things like that because I love super matches, but who's with me? And it's hard. Of course it's hard. I'm not an idiot. Well, maybe I am because I'm all in on arm wrestling, but it just up and about. It's like we just need more. We need more, and I need. I have just. If you didn't check, I had a live stream training session, but now I've rearranged my garage, so hopefully I'll have some super matches here just with some local Aussies, whether it's super matches or round robins or things like that. I just want to put my hat in the ring and start providing some matches because the rest of the world has looked after the Aussie Arm Wrestler. It is now time for the Aussie Arm Wrestler to look after you guys. Not only to come in and throw some ready bangs, but I want to put some matches on, some people you might not have heard of, and just see if I can put on some exciting matches. Because it doesn't matter if some are elite, novice, or amateur. If you can get two people stuck in the middle of the table going about it, it does not matter. I mean, when you go watch under 10s basketball and the score's 2-2 for most of the game, and then one little kid comes in with the oversized shorts, does a jump shot, hits it near the buzzer, it's still exciting. So that's what I want to try and provide here while I can, and if that is in my garage, then that's what it's all about. Good to see some more people coming in the chat. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Henry, Chris Chandler versus Larry. Well, I'm really interested to see the difference between Larry and Brandon Allen. It's good to see in there. Yeah, it's weird. I do love super matches. Maybe a coin toss for left or right hand. Everyone should be ready, both arm pulling. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, you just gotta, I think you just gotta get the matchups right. And like playing devil's advocate, you got so many people that are just happy to accept a match and get involved and have a feel of it. So sometimes the mismatches happen and we go from there. So I did rant on maybe a little bit too much. There's plenty else. What else? Oh yeah, John Brzenk. Pulling in the John Brzenk Cup. I think it's happening now as we speak. John Brzenk is pulling. Is this a good thing? Is this a good thing or a bad thing for John? He's got I don't know if you know, he's got a pretty big matchup coming very, very soon. December 11th, in fact. And what's that? 20 days away here in Australia. Might even have to take a day off work for that matchup now that I'm bloody back working. So, madness. Absolute madness this is. So, I mean, John's been very articulated and he's been very smart about the way he has gone about his arm wrestling. So, by him just deciding late minute, you know, to jump on the scales, weigh in, and go pull. Look, I don't think there's going to be any top superstars in there, so he might treat this as another training session, you know, go through the motions, have a couple of ready bangs, you know. But, it's very, very interesting. And, of course, we all hope he comes through unscathed, uninjured, and he'll beat everyone there. And he might try some different manoeuvres pulling in the John Brzenk Cup. But should John Brzenk win the John Brzenk Cup, organising your own tournament? Should he win? Not too sure, but it's yeah. So good on him. Like he is a very smart man. He knows what he's doing, and of course we are all super pumped for December 11th. This matchup is going to be huge. It's going to be the best thing ever. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about John pulling in this tournament now, 20 days out? Some of the comments I've read on other channels are saying stupid. Some saying it's a really good lineup warm up, steady in before the big train rolls on. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Where do I see it? I reckon I've changed my mind a few times before the show's even started. It's the actual ready goes, because people that are going up against John Brzenk, of course, they're probably not going to beat him. No, they're not. In fact, I'm going to say they're not going to beat him. But it could be their only chance to pull the greatest of all time. Now, they might get the jump start, and when John's, not ready, and it might hurt his elbow, it might hurt a tendon. So it's going to be, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just playing a bit cautious here. I mean, John's been pulling probably longer than I've been alive, so he knows exactly what he's doing. And if John's entered, then he's probably thinking, I've got this. This is all going to be fine. He was probably there at the event and just looked around and went, oh, okay, it's just you guys. All right, I'm going to jump in and pull people. So what do you guys think? Should he pull so close before it, or should he just stick to training? I mean, then once again, playing devil's advocate, as I always do, you've got, like, for me, the best practice is match practice. When I was playing basketball back in the day, the best training was when we were match simulating. When I was playing Aussie rules footy, we used to always what we call a scratch match. We used to always love, and for me, that's how I learn. You can do drills and things like that, and of course, that also works, but learning in the moment. So then if John's having a few ready goes before it, then of course, that's going to work. But then quickly, and I'm going to ask every time until the match happens, has anyone's perception changed? John or Devon? Who's winning? Let me know in the comments. Who's winning? And speaking of comments, comment of the week comes from this guy, D. Ruiz. Commented on one of my last videos. Had to watch this on mute. Holy fuck, you're annoying. That's cool, man. Thank you for stopping by and watching and supporting everything that's the Aussie Armwrestler. But this guy, you win comment of the week. I did it was good to see Ron Barth and the big Pablo D. I mean, this was like, I think it was maybe the end of the tournament, and like Pablo, like they were all both pretty gassed, but it was a pretty cool match. I love the way both of them going about. Of course, Ron Barth's in the the Aussie Armwrestlers Hall of Fame. I inducted him. I think he's one of the only ones now. So it's, yeah. Good on you, mate. Great comment, and you've made it. You've made it on the show. Good on you. And I get comments like this quite a lot, and I don't care. It's hilarious, and that's just the thing. It means things are working. It means things are building up here on the channel. Would I love this to pay all of my bills? Of course, I'd love for all this to pay all of my bills, because you guys have been a huge support. But I gotta go back to work and things like that. But if it means I can continue annoying people like this, then I love it. Just having a quick read of some of the comments. Yeah, beautiful. But yeah, so yeah, love comments like this. I sometimes enjoy like just jumping in the comment section of a lot of other channels and reading all the hate. I don't like to read too much of it because I'm a pretty positive Pete. I'm always up and about, so I don't want too much negative energy coming to the Aussie Armwrestlers world. But I do sit back with the popcorn and get a bit of a chuckle, because come on, pull your heads in. It's getting a bit out of control. But it's madness. Good to see. It's all happening. People are saying, what are we saying about the Devon match? Yeah, swaying towards John, but you're Devon all the way. Unfortunately, I think Devon wins. Got a few ready bangs and people saying g'day to each other in the chat. But yeah, it's awesome. Fun comment. D. Ruiz, if I've said your name right. Welcome to the show. Welcome for winning comment of the week. Speaking of like negative energy and things like that, Ryan Bowl made a video and he wants to come out and wants to pull Sasho. He's trying to get Sasho to Australia so he can pull him. They're going to meet at the same weight, and that's cool. I love that. But people are sitting there saying that he doesn't deserve the matchup. Oh! This grinds the Aussie Armwrestlers' gears. I think when it comes to deserving a match, I think a lot of that is rubbish. If two people are willing and agreeing to a match, why shouldn't they have it? Why should Ryan have to wait 2 years and pull 20 other people until the YouTube community sit there and go, nah, you deserve to pull Sasho. Mate, Sasho's getting a free trip to Australia, and then if he comes over and destroys Ryan, well, he gets to see some sunshine, some kangaroos, some koalas, pin Ryan Bowen, get himself on a popular YouTube channel, and then go back home. So when people sit there and it's like, this person doesn't deserve this matchup, this person... If you go out and hustle matches and are willing to put money down and willing to pay the chocolates to get it happen, then yes, you can have the matchup. Two things will happen. You'll win and then show everyone, I just beat one of the best in the world, or you won't win. It's okay. I don't think Sasho's sitting there going, free trip to Australia, hang out with Ryan, which would probably build my YouTube profile. I might spend a week or two there in Australia and see it because I might not ever go there again. But he doesn't know. He's not high enough rank. Mate, if people's paying $10,000 for me to go somewhere, then I'm all for it. You know, I think it's yeah. Like I believe anyone can pull anyone. If someone puts the money up and wants to pull Levan and they're not good enough, then they're just going to get crushed. They're going to get crushed, and that's cool because they feel in their mind they're ready to go and they feel up and about. But this whole deserving a matchup, terrible words, terrible form. That's just the way it is. Like, yeah, I don't like it, and I think anyone should be able to pull anyone because the other person can say no. We see it all the time. We see it in plenty of matchups. People, you know, just say no, kids. If you don't want the matchup, just say no. It's like, so it's like, yeah. It's like, come on now, come on. So, yeah, that something like that was a bit of a rant for me because I was like just reading, but I've been reading it now for like the last 12 months, and now I'm like, you guys, come on, anyone can pull anyone, because it's not like they've dragged Sasho by the ears or they've dragged RVJ or Alex Cadetra and going, oh, you have to pull this person now. I think if you're the champ or if you're the best in the world, you know, I think you can pick and choose. You know, it's even like with WAL, Monster Michael Todd, the hammer or Sam Harris, hammer holder. Then the committee get together and go, right, what's the best matchup? I don't think they sit there and go, who deserves this? They might sit there and go, well, Jerry's almost had a couple of pins on Michael Todd. Let's get him. Oh, here's a new heavyweight coming up and he's had a win. Let's get him on the matchup. Yeah, I don't think we should have a deserve matchup. So, just having a look at some of the comments. Awesome friends, Reeeeeady BANG, and but I still say, and if Ryan pays for it, sure, yeah, awesome. And yeah, where is Wagner Bortolado? He's in Brazil training his guts out. He's going nuts. He wants the big matches. He's still pulling. I think it's just a matter of being able to get the matchups and get over there. He's lifting stupid amounts of weight. He is a big Brazilian badass, massive the way he goes about it, an absolute unit. So he's so good. I hope he gets matchups soon. Cooper Maxwell with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Cooper. Not only do you do that, you're a Patreon supporter. Guys, you have no idea how important and how grateful I am for all these super chats when they come in, because then that money goes to try and, you know, build something great for the arm wrestling community. Don't worry, don't sit there and pay me bills or anything like that. It all gets saved up. Now, if that all gets saved up and I'm able to fly overseas, or that all gets saved up and I can buy a couple of tables to start a new arm wrestling club, which I'm thinking of doing, you know, or buy some new equipment, or fly some people over to collaborate, that's where this money goes. You are supporting the Aussie Armwrestler. And Cooper Maxwell says, Love the hot tag episode. Can't wait for more. Ready, bang. Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Now, have I got it here? Look at that. Look at that. If anyone here is a pro wrestling fan, Uncle John and I, we are two peas in a pod. We love pro wrestling and we have started a pro wrestling channel. It's Uncle John and I together talking all things pro wrestling. And as you can see, the hot tag, if you can, go check it out. We love it. I mean, I've got, on the other side of this camera, I've got some wrestling figures ready to be polished up and put on a shelf. But we love it. We are up and about. And we can't, we filmed a few episodes, and now that I'm working, we've just got to work out some time and get up and about. So if you can, I've pinned the hot tag at the top of the page. Go give it a look if you're a pro wrestling fan, or just go give it a look anyway and be a genuine superstar. Cooper Maxwell is just throwing money at the Aussie Armwrestler. He's throwing so much money. A $19.99 super chat, Coops. You the man. No, Cooper. You're the man. You're the man. Because I see you on other channels. When I jump in other live streams, whether I'm on the show or in the comments, you, my friend, are always supporting all the channels. And, and that is something that I just greatly appreciate. Blown away by that, Cooper. Not sure. I don't even have a hat to send you, but Aussie Armwrestler will look after you in the near future. Whereabouts are you from, Cooper? I can't remember. Whereabouts are you from? Please, my friend, let me know in the comments. But yeah, Uncle John. This is Uncle John and I. If you look in that little, where is it? Up here. It's actually Uncle John and I. A photo that's awesome. It's so much fun. I love it. And we're just going to do it for a bit of fun. So if you want to go over and support the channel, the hot tag, we're the first ever international YouTube tag team champions of the world. And who doesn't love Uncle John and the Aussie Armwrestler together? I can't believe how similar we both are. So awesome, you guys. Going back to Larry and Chance. Absolutely love Larry and Chance. It's awesome. I just love, I want more collaborations. I mean, more people getting together, more people are starting YouTube channels. Cody Merritt just started a new YouTube channel. Jeez, I haven't even had a beer and I can't say it properly. A new YouTube channel, and I like it. Look, it may take views and that away from me. That's fine, but the more channels growing, it means the sport is doing well. And things like this collaboration here is only good for our sport. I absolutely love it. Cooper from the Lone Star State of Texas. That is high on my list, my man, to get over to Texas. I can't wait. I'm dying to get over there and check it out. I don't know why, but all the time growing up, maybe because Steve Austin was from Texas. The Von Erichs were from Texas. I don't know why. It's probably got something to do with wrestling, but I've always wanted to head over to Texas. Cooper, you stud, you legend. Bang! Thank you very, very much for that. Guys, what do you think of all of this that's going on? What do you think of... Do you think Larry Wheels can get there? Do you think he can get there when having the best coaches, training partners in the world? He's had Devon, Monster Michael Todd, Levan, Coach Ray. He's got Chance Shaw there now. Who else has gone over? Vitali, Hermes. Spent some time with Schoolboy and Alex Toproll. Like, what do you think? Can he get there? Can he get there? I think it's going to be not too bad. I think he can. I think he can get there. That's for sure. I love it. Guys, we might finish up there. Just a quick one today. I'm going, got a bit to go on today. Hopefully I'm not working next week so I can go back to my original time slot. As always, I'm just sitting there hitting everyone up, trying to get more and more collaborations because I love just chatting to people from the arm wrestling world. So the live shows of course, some week I'll be flying solo, and then other weeks I'll have people in there. And that means I'm going to be limited in the amount of other people's shows I get into now that I'm back working full-time. As here in Australia just gets a tiny bit better, but we're ready to go back down at any minute now. So the Aussie Armwrestler has just got to be prepared. But guys, I absolutely love everything you do. Short life from me today. I'm going to go spoil Mrs. Aussie Armwrestler today because she is a legend. Guys, thank you so much for everything that you do. When you like, share and subscribe, when you watch, when you join in these lives, when you all have a bit of fun. Cooper Maxwell just dives so too much into his pocket to look after the Aussie Armwrestler. Guys, you are all just ridiculously awesome. More videos, more commentary videos, more up and about videos, more lives, prediction videos. Any sort of arm wrestling video I can do, I will do it because I just focus on this channel. I'm staying in my lane to get it all going. I keep hustling and I will grind and hustle because you guys make it all worthwhile. I absolutely love you all. I love you all. And of course, Reeeeeady BANG!